One of the most overlooked strategies in investing is taking advantage of cash bonuses and free stock programs. You hear about this kind of thing all the time with credit card rewards programs. Why not in investing too? In this video, I'm going to show you how to get thousands of dollars in bonus cash and how I've collected nearly $500 in free stock alone just by moving my money around. We're talking where to buy stocks online today on Let's Talk Money.
Beat debt, make money, make your money work for you.
Creating the financial future you deserve.
Let's Talk Money.
Hey Bowtie Nation, Joseph Hogue with the Let's Talk Money channel here on YouTube. A special shout out to everyone in the nation. Thank you for spending a part of your day to be here. If you're not part of that community yet, just click that little red subscribe button. It's free and you'll never miss an episode. Now, nation, with the race to zero on fees, the investing sites are ramping up their giveaways and those cash bonus offers, but I feel like a lot of investors are still missing out on a lot of this free money. For example, if you've heard of credit card hacking, where you open up different credit accounts for the bonus miles, basically just being strategic about getting those points and the free trips. But nobody ever talks about doing the same thing with investing. Investors seem to think that they can only have one investment account, and the problem here really isn't just missing out on that free money. Nation, I have 9 investment accounts on 7 different websites. That's 3 retirement accounts and a regular account on ETrade, a retirement account on M1 Finance and Ally Invest, and regular investing accounts on Webull, Robinhood, Fundrise and Lending Club. Not only did I get bonus cash and free stocks, but there are a lot of features specific to each platform that are really going to come in handy when you go to invest. So what I want to do with today's video is to review all those free offers on these websites, where to buy stocks online and get the free money and the shares. I'll show you the best features on each site, why I use it, and even a few of the things that I don't like about each. Now, before we get to the first website, understand that these free stock and the bonus offers do change from time to time. I'm going to show you what they're offering right now, but make sure you check when you sign up. I'll leave a link to the websites in the video description below to check out all the offers. Even if these offers do change, I've got money in all 6 of these platforms that we'll talk about and recommend all of them for the features alone. Our first site is actually the newest. I started using Webull in October, and this is hands down the best place to buy stocks if you're going to be doing any stock market trading. As one of the newer platforms, Webull is in that growth mode, so it's offering some huge freebies besides those features that you're frankly not going to find anywhere else. Right now, the site is offering 2 free shares of stock. You get one if you complete your registration within 24 hours. Then you get another if you deposit at least $100 in the account. Now, Webull goes further than a lot of these other sites too. Where the free stock value is capped at $200 on Robinhood, on Webull you can get shares from companies trading for up to $1,000 each. And recently, they even bumped that to include stocks trading for as high as $1,400. Now, I'm not sure they'll extend the holiday promotion yet, but beyond that free stock, they've been offering a bonus cash of up to $1,500 depending on how much you deposit. Now, this tiered system is something that you're going to see on these other sites and can add a % or 2 on the returns to your portfolio. Now, on to using Webull, because again, this platform has some really unique features that you won't find anywhere else. Like most of the sites that I've used, you pay no commissions to buy or sell stocks. You get full access to stocks, exchange-traded funds, and foreign stocks, and options investing is coming soon. But where I think a lot of investors, especially ones looking for that stock market trading, are going to like is some of the extra features on Webull. Open the app and the first thing you're going to notice is the advanced research and charting available. You get a complete news stream. Quotes are available on stocks in 90 different countries and 100 global exchanges with real-time data on the US market. Something I rarely see even on some of the established investing platforms is this IPO center that shows you all the upcoming and the filed IPOs, including a range of offering price and the number of shares listed. Now, another great resource for stock market traders is going to be this earnings center. This is going to show you the company's schedule to report their numbers, the earnings estimate, release date, and all of these are scheduled months in advance. There is a lot of market data here, from advancers and decliners to industries with big inflows and ETFs getting investor attention, all to the purpose of giving you as much information as you need to trade those stocks. Now, for those of you in the community, you know, I'm not much of a stock trader myself. I like the buy and hold approach, but even I was drawn to one specific feature on this app, this paper trading function. Now, Webull gives you $1 million to trade virtually, testing out your strategies and the ideas to see how they do before you commit any real money. I'm testing out a few penny stocks I like, following the trends before I decide if I want to invest my own money. Another big feature for stock traders is going to be the extended hours trading, so investing in stocks before and after the rest of the market gets the chance in that public trading. Webull gives you access to trade from 4 to 9:30 a.m. and 4 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time before and after the market closes. Against all these features, there were some things that I didn't like much about the Webull app the first time I used it. Besides kind of a weak desktop function, there's no retirement account options open just yet, though management does say it's on the way. This was important to me when I set up our 2019 Stock Market Challenge portfolio to save money on taxes for those dividend stocks, so that's why I put those on the M1 Finance. The app also takes a while to find yourself around. There's just so much loaded onto this that you really do need the tutorial emails sent out when you open an account. Next here is probably the most popular site to buy stocks online, Robinhood and its free stock program. Robinhood was one of the first to offer a free share of stock when you signed up, and they really make it easy to get that free share. You get one share worth up to $200 when you sign up, and then you get a share code that anytime someone uses that link to open an account, you both get another free share. So even though the shares are capped at $200 each, these can really add up in your portfolio. For example, I've got an account worth over $330 with just these free shares that I've collected. That includes shares of Sprint, Fitbit, Ford, GE, and even a free share of Microsoft worth $153. All told, I've gotten 24 free shares of stock on Robinhood. Now, Robinhood started as a mobile app, but has since added the website version as well. When I first opened my account, it felt a little weird not having that website option and just having to do everything on my phone. This app is completely free to use. You'll never pay a fee to buy or sell stocks. It's actually probably one of the easiest I've used, with everything laid out so even us tech newbies can use it. It literally took me less than 2 minutes to open this account. There are some nice features on Robinhood that you won't find on other sites also. You can place limit and stop orders here. There's no account minimum, and you can even invest in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, there are a couple of downsides to Robinhood. They don't have that retirement account option yet. They also don't have an auto invest or a reinvestment option, so you have to reinvest all the dividends manually. Besides those few downsides though, Robinhood is a solid app that's easy to use and actually makes a lot of fun with this free stock program. Now, those of you in the nation are going to recognize our third site, M1 Finance, for our 2019 Dividend Challenge videos. Now, M1 isn't doing any freebies right now, but I wanted to add it to the list because I use it and I love some of these features. They've run sign-up cash bonuses in the past, so be on the lookout for those, but this one's really all about the features. M1 is completely free to use like those other ones. There are no monthly fees or percentage charged on your account. When you open an account, you pick the stocks and the funds that you want in your portfolio. The site then applies any money in your account across those investments evenly in the percentages you choose. So what you get on M1 is more of a whole portfolio approach to investing. You pick a group of stocks and then the funds, and then just deposit money into your account. The website takes care of the rest, splitting your money up into that entire diversified group of investments. Now, another great part about M1 is that it's almost completely automated. You can set up for a monthly withdrawal from your bank, and the platform is going to automatically invest that cash commission-free into all of these stocks. It's also going to reinvest dividends in your account once they hit a certain level. And we used M1 Finance for our 2019 Stock Market Challenge videos here on YouTube. With just 10 stocks in January, we tracked the portfolio all year and ended up beating the market by about 3% with a return of 26% through mid-December. Now, I picked M1 Finance for our dividend portfolio because it allows for those retirement accounts like the Roth and the traditional IRA. Now, putting my dividend-paying stocks in these tax-deferred accounts just means that I don't have to pay taxes on them every year when collected. That money stays in the account and I can reinvest it and make more money on it. Now, you can also add or remove stocks from your portfolio. If you want professional help, M1 also features expert portfolios, which it calls pies, that you can use for your investments. These are expert pies in about every theme conceivable, like dividend investing and tracking pros like Warren Buffett. M1 also allows fractional shares, which means you can invest any amount in a stock, even if it's not enough to buy a full share. This used to be a problem on some of these other apps like Robinhood, where you would need the full amount to buy at least one share. For example, if you wanted to invest in Amazon, just one share of Amazon, you'd need nearly $2,000 to buy a share on Robinhood or some of these other apps. With M1 Finance, you can invest whatever you want, say $500, and the platform is going to buy a fraction of that share. The platform just launched a borrow feature as well that allows you to borrow up to a third of your account value, and the rates are pretty low here, just 4.25% right now. I wouldn't always recommend trading on margin or borrowing against your account, but it's a nice feature and the rate is under the comparable program on some of these other platforms we'll talk about. Now, one thing I don't like about M1 is they use what's called a trading window. So this is where you put in the stocks that you want to buy or sell, then your trade is entered at 1 of 2 points each day. This helps aggregate all the orders in the platform and enables that fractional share investing, but it also means that you're not going to get instant trading that you get on some of these other sites. It's not something that long-term investors are even going to care about or notice, but this one definitely isn't for stock traders. I love the portfolio view of investing though, letting you invest instantly across all the stocks and the funds in your portfolio and then rebalancing with just the click of a button. It really lets you create a diversified portfolio covering lots of stocks and bonds and across funds and individual names, and then invest evenly across all of them without paying a fee to buy each one. Now this next one, ETrade, is my oldest investment account dating back to 1999. I had this account back when it was called Brown & Company before the ETrade acquisition, but I really like the features they added. ETrade is offering a cash bonus up to $2,500 for new accounts, and while the free stock offers are nice, you can get a lot of free money on those cash offers. Now you have to deposit some serious money to get that top bonus, but even the lowest amount, that $100, ends up being about 2% instant return if you deposit $5,000 within 60 days of opening the account. Now that's how a lot of these tiered bonus offers are going to work. You don't have to deposit all that money immediately when you open the account. The website is going to check how much total you've deposited at some point, usually about 60 days after opening the account. Then they're going to credit your account with that bonus level. Now ETrade just dropped its commissions to zero, but I kept the account for a long time just on this research. Besides news, charting, and market data, I get access to stock research from Credit Suisse, Morningstar, and TipRanks. I can see analyst price targets as well as estimates for quarterly earnings. There's actually a lot more available on ETrade that I don't even use. I've used it in the past to trade futures contracts and buy individual bonds. The site has a lot of planning tools for retirement, and customer service has been the best I've found on any site available. Now, one thing I would say that I don't like about ETrade is the margin rates are pretty much the highest I've seen. Right now, ETrade borrowing rates start at almost 7%, and that's if you've got $1 million or more in your portfolio. For smaller accounts, you're looking at rates as high as 10%. I don't use margin rates much anyway, but every once in a while I'll add a stock position and have to borrow money on the account. So I'll usually do that in one of my other accounts like M1 Finance, where the margin rate is less than half of what I'd pay on ETrade. Taking a break from stock investing sites, our next site here, Fundrise, is a great site for some real estate exposure. Now this one isn't offering a freebie now either, but I wanted to include it because it gives you that exposure to real estate assets and a little diversification from an all-stock portfolio. The way Fundrise works, its team of property developers and analysts look at individual properties to include in your portfolios. The portfolios take either a debt or an equity investment in the properties, and then investors can buy shares in those portfolios. So you're getting a diversified portfolio of different property types and in different regions, along with professional management on it. Portfolios have returned between 9 to over 12% since 2014, and the site offers several choices for different investing styles. You've got an income portfolio which focuses on cash flow and a dividend yield as high as 8.5% a year. You've got a long-term growth portfolio that focuses more on price appreciation in the range of around 8% a year, but still provides that cash flow of 1.5% annually. Then you've got a balanced fund that provides both cash income and appreciation. And what I like about Fundrise and why I finally signed up last year is that complete transparency on all the investments. You can see how each property stacks up on risk, as well as how many are debt investments and how many are equity. You can click through to see individual properties. The platform is going to show you the project risk, what type of investment the portfolio has, as well as a full market analysis. And again, that diversification of the property types is really important here. You've got commercial properties like office and industrial, as well as residential property. You've got those debt investments that provide safety and the income, as well as the equity projects that help boost returns on these portfolios. Now, all-in fees for investors are about 1%, which is in line with private advisory and way below what you'd pay on most of these real estate crowdfunding sites. One feature that really sets Fundrise apart is the 90-day trial offer and a low $500 minimum. Invest as little as $500 in the starter portfolio and try it out for 90 days. If you're not totally satisfied, you get your entire investment returned. I had an account on TradeKing before the acquisition by Ally Invest, but I really like this one for an all-around financial and investing website. Ally offers one of the highest cash bonuses available, but you'll have to work for it to get that money. You have to deposit 10 grand just to get that first level $50 bonus, but then it jumps up to $200 and you can get that up to $3,500 total. Now, Ally is going to be very similar to ETrade in its features and how it feels to trade. It doesn't quite have the research available on ETrade, but I love this one for the banking features. The site offers a 1.7% interest on its online savings account and 0.5% on checking accounts. This is a full-service bank with money market and high-yield CDs. The bank even offers auto and home loans, as well as a lot of tools for that personal finance theme. Ally is also commission-free, so you'll never have to pay to buy stocks online. You get access to all the types of investments, from stocks to bonds and even futures trading. You can even get extended hours trading, though it doesn't have some of the charting and the research that stock traders are going to want, stuff that you might get on Webull. Margin rates are a little lower than you'll find on ETrade, but still higher than M1 Finance or Webull, so you probably won't want to do a lot of trading on margin or borrowing on your account. Now, comparing the websites, we see it's not really a matter of which is best, but which offers the tools that you need for different types of investing, and it's why I have accounts on all 6 platforms. I use M1 Finance for that easy portfolio investing. I get all the research I need on ETrade, banking on Ally Invest, real estate through Fundrise, and all the trading tools I want on Webull. Taking advantage of these free stock and cash bonus offers is really just the icing. For example, with roughly $100,000 to invest, I get $300 in cash from Ally Invest and ETrade. I could collect that $360 in free stock that I've gotten from Robinhood, and I'd get a couple of free shares and $350 from Webull. That's over $1,300 in free stock and cash for doing nothing more than moving some money around. Click on the video to the right for the 10 steps that I use to pick stocks, a complete process for stock picking. Don't forget to join the Let's Talk Money community by tapping that subscribe button and clicking the bell notification.